Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our first guest has helped thousands of mothers give birth and has taught thousands more how to support new parents. Her new book draws on her own wisdom and that of African American healing traditions. Here to share more, we welcome the author of Mothering the Mother, Shafia Monroe, also known as Mama Shafia. Good to have you with us.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, so tell me first of all, what inspired you to write the book? You're a mom to 7 kids.
Only 7, I said. Yes.
Okay, so tell me though, what inspired you to write the book, Mothering the Mother?
Well, I'm also a midwife for 40 years, and I have my master's in public health with maternal and child health as my minor. And just working with women over the years, I just saw how people were struggling to do well after baby's born. But then recently, unfortunately, we've had a lot of publicity on the maternal mortality happening in our country.
Yes, it's
high,
insane.
in particular for black women and women of color.
Yes.
But all women, even every race is suffering from in this country right now.
Right. You talk about how you grew up in kind of 2 cultures.
Yes.
Right? Your dad was more Southern, your mom more Northern.
Correct.
But talk to me about what you learned from your mom and the African American healing traditions, because a lot of it that's where you learned from her, right?
True, and my dad's side.
And your dad's side too. Okay.
Right.
Let's get right into it. Some advice that you have, especially for moms of newborns, and the advice is to the family.
Yes. The first advice, I want to say congratulations. I think mothers need to hear more congratulations, we're happy for you, as opposed to, oh, you're having a baby again? Are you sure you can do it? You know, putting that doubt, as opposed to, this is wonderful, what an honor, what a blessing, and that she should know that she has the right to ask for rest, that she needs to stay put for at least 42 days. This book talks about the first 42 days, because in the first 42 days, unfortunately, more maternal mortality and morbidity happen. More mothers die at the 2nd week after having a baby, and the highest rate is on the first day of having a baby. So we want to really make sure the mother is resting, not getting up, not picking up heavy things. We don't want that heavy bleeding. We don't want that postpartum depression.
You talk about how important it is for other people. Let the mom handle the baby.
Yes.
Everybody else handles the weight. If it's the stroller, if it's whatever it is, the baby carrier, the car seat, all of that. Everybody else handles that, so she can focus on just her bonding and her rest.
Yes.
Right? Because in the first few weeks, you're also going to the hospital quite a bit, to the doctor's office.
Yes, and we won't. I don't know if I should touch that, but you know, I love the medical system. They say one thing, but then they make it difficult for us to do it.
Sure.
They say stay home and rest after you have the baby once you're discharged on day 1 or 2, but then you're back on day 5 for a newborn check, you're back on day 9 for a breastfeeding talk, you're back again for jaundice.
That's true.
So the mother can't rest. So when I go home to visit the mom to her home, I'm like, what's going on? I'm just exhausted. Why? I just had to go to the hospital yesterday, have the baby brought in, and I had to, she had to get dressed, she had to dress the baby, she had the diaper bag ready, she has to drive sometimes, she has to put the baby in the car seat. So it's just a lot when we're telling the mom to rest. And by resting, we prevent things like pelvic floor dysfunction. We prevent the cesarean incision from opening back up, which is 1 in 3 right now in this country, as well as her abdominal muscles being disturbed. So there's a lot of reasons why
you want her to rest.
Yes, medical reasons, and also psychological. Mothers who feel uncared for and really busy have more problems having postpartum depression. Their emotions aren't regulated.
Right.
Cause like a child, when you're tired, you just kind of lose it.
You say sometimes too, like a 15-minute visit to see how she's doing and have a cup of tea and just talk to her.
Yes.
If that's what she wants.
Yes, yes. Because a lot of times we're all saying, now we're saying the complete, we're calling it the 4th trimester, meaning that you have 3 trimesters to have the baby. The 4th is when the baby's born. So we're saying don't have visitors, but at the same time, we don't want to be extreme. Mom still needs companionship. 'Cause a lot of times husband's at work, or she might be single. He's in the overseas in the Army, so she's by herself. Mom lives in, you know, Alaska. She can't get there. So just stopping by, you know, making her a cup of mint tea, sitting just talking, not wearing her out with an hour visit, but just 50 minutes. Like, how are you doing?
Right.
Can I get you something right now? Let me just go grab you that sandwich. Let me put that blanket on you. You know. Yes.
You have a lot of fans. You're a Portlander, by the way. I want to make sure everybody knows that. Erica Badu is a big fan of yours, and you often do, what, podcasts with her, right?
Yes, we did an Instagram together.
Yeah, Instagram together.
And she wrote the foreword.
That's amazing.
Yes.
She's also a doula, right?
She took my training. She's certified by me.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is.
Oh my gosh, you've got a Grammy winner there, I think 5 times over, listening to your advice.
Yes.
You also give recipes on the soothing soothing recipes for moms, like
Yes.
it's almost like a chicken soup kind of thing, right? You have
Exactly.
like a coconut curry.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it looked good from the recipe.
And I just tell people, even though you made, people say, what if you're not postpartum? My husband and I got sick about 4 weeks ago. I did make the shrimp coconut curry soup, and we both got well, I believe, in like 5 days. Plus, it tastes delicious. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There's that. So you want people to focus on mom, talk about healing properties, one being care,
Correct.
making sure that they're relaxing, they're calm.
Yes.
I would think that would help with depression, is knowing that everything is not on them.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the food is important.
It is, because, the mother, we want to prevent dehydration, which creates infection. So she had the baby, so she lost her water, she's crying, she's sweating, she's losing a lot of water. You want to put it back in, and that's why we do the soup. The soup is just a natural way for her to have a liquid that has the vitamins in it. As we know, when you cook the food, the vitamins go into the liquid, and that's when you
Right.
drink it, and that's why the soup is so healthy.
Right.
So we wanted to have soups and not that dry type of foods.
You also talk to the father. You give the father advice. What
I
advice
do.
do you give the father?
I say congratulations. I'm so glad that you're with your family. Take it easy. How are you feeling? A lot of men right now feel totally overwhelmed because so much is going on in him to make up for what the community or the bigger family's not doing.
We need to be more of a community, essentially,
Exactly.
more of a village and helping.
Thank you. You have it. That's it.
You don't need to be an aunt. You need to be a good neighbor.
Thank you. And that's what they did back then. In my book, when I talk about the granny midwives, once the baby was born, she would let the people know, and the neighbors would come over automatically bringing food. The men would bring over wood, because back then there was fireplaces.
Right.
People brought quilts. People came to help. It wasn't like, oh, you had a baby. If you don't see the stork nest out in the street, someone plays that
Yeah.
baby boy. You don't know there was even a baby in your neighborhood.
Right.
So you don't. She's at home all by herself. The neighbors are walking by because nobody knows. So it's so important to know our neighbors and for us to create a community
Right.
before the baby's born.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We want to tell everyone again, the book is titled Mothering the Mother. Shafia Monroe, Mama Shafia, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. Excellent.